Dr. Oluyede, you will agree that the PDP is still factionalized as today, and they are actually in a transitional period. There is a caretaker executive, and they will still have to move to a substantive executive
election. Yes.
So, what are you bringing on board, especially as regards the unity of this party?
The role I want to play is to be able to say, look, let's rally ourselves together. Let's gather all the forces we have and then lay it on the table. That's what I want to do, and that's what I pointed out. I'm not a fool. I am not going to be a candidate in a party that doesn't have the potential to win. And the only way we can win is to bring everybody together. I have no magic. There are leaders in this party in Ekiti that needs to be respected. The former senators, Senator Chulo Fasheyi, Senator Olujimi, all the members of House of Representatives have been able to call a few people. These are respected people. Even those who are not former this or former that, Inka Kerele is there. Even Chief Segun Oni was a very strong member of PDP. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I'm sure that he will see PDP as his natural home, no matter what anybody says about him. He's a respected member of the party, and he's somebody I respect a lot. I expect that he will see PDP as his natural home. Even, I'm sure that the ex-governor, Fayose, will naturally see the wisdom in supporting the party. He's a strong member of the party. He actually has been a very great mobilizer, and he will realize that his candidate cannot be bowed, because bow does not belong to PDP. I am hoping that he would listen to me when I go to see him and see reason and change his mind. Of course, in politics, you're able to change your mind. You see, the truth about it is he will realize that his welfare and his benefits are actually more secure with the PDP that is invested in than going elsewhere. So it is something that I think we should talk about as a party and back each other and solve the problem.
With the gale of endorsements coming from the APC to the incumbent governor, Oyebanji, and those coming from outside this party, especially also from the PDP, do you still see much space for any other party in the 2026 governorship election?
I just told you it's a charade. You know, when you base endorsements on a piece of junk, on a piece of paper, it has no value. When you think that, you know, I wanted to tell me what can be logical in you endorsing somebody that has done 1 year of a term, or 4 years. What validity can you put to that endorsement? What endorsement can you get from people that have been so hungered that they will eat anything, give you? And what is the value of people who have been former governors who should probably be more interested in the benefit and the welfare of people and be custodians of the people they have ruled or they have been opportuned to rule? What is the value of the endorsement if it's just to serve their pocket? And by the way, all of them belong to APC, including our present Mr. Fayose. They serve the same interest. The present governor, Mr. Oyebanji, mentioned that some people are angry with him because he took their feeding bottle away. I don't know what the feeding bottle is, but it's really very sad if at this stage, Ekiti State is about 28 years. So if at 28, people are still feeding on feeding bottles in Ekiti, it means that we have not really advanced beyond the babes level. We're still chewing on milk when we could And do you know the interesting thing? I'm challenging these people who are endorsing Oyebanji today. What is their contribution to the growth of this state? What difference have they made? They can come in and debate with me and I'll tell them. Maybe let me put it in mathematics to you. Right now, Ekiti State has a budget of 155 billion naira for this year. 155 billion. What's the population of Ekiti State? Probably, let's put it as rough 3 million. If we look at that mathematics, I'm not sure if we've talked about that before. It means that the Ekiti State governor has barely about 67,000 naira to spend on each citizen per year, which comes about, how much? About 5,600 and something naira per month on each citizen, which comes to about, how much? About 37 naira per
Person.
per day, per person, which translates to trash of money, maybe about 10, 15 cents per day for anybody to barely survive. It doesn't make any sense. We have no IGR per se, we have no industries, we have no plan to. The governor about 3 or 4 months ago spent about was it 6 weeks outside this country looking for investors. Which investors are going to come? To where? For what? To an economy of 155 billion naira for 3 million people? That we have no infrastructure, that we are not even investing in hope. I want to challenge those former governors. What I challenge them, what they have been doing is to say, look, we're going to live forever on federal allocation. And if federal allocation is our ilagbe, our seedlings, what they've been doing is to actually peel and cook our yam seedlings. And therefore we can't have yams. That's why we're still sucking on breast milk after 28 years. I think we should change that trajectory. I challenge the people that we can do better. We are one of the smartest people on earth. But what we've done is that we are not really applying our ability to, if we had actually been living on federal allocation for the past, say, 60 years, would we have been able to build Ado Grammar School, or Amoy Grammar School, or African Church Grammar School, or Annunciation, or St. Louis, Okera, or Adolabu, or Dohati, or Ibioba High School in those days, or Yemote, or Christ School, or Mary Immaculate? All those things were built by hard-earned money of private citizens, not on allocation. And you can remember that allocation is a new thing. And people are now wondering why they are not being asked to pay taxes. That's because they don't want you to ask questions. If you pay tax as an individual, then you'll ask questions. You don't know how much comes to the pocket of the government. You don't know how much the local government people earn or get from the federal allocation. And they won't bother you. And then you feel that they're doing you a favor for paying salaries and pension. They're not doing you a favor. Those are things that you should be paid for. But unfortunately, too, people don't realize that being paid a salary does not make you wealthy. You can only become wealthy by becoming productive, by doing something that you can add value to and make prominent to have value. Honestly, I think if people realize it, if they work hard enough, they probably will make more money. rearing cows or rearing sheep or goat than being the SSA of a governor. And I've demonstrated it. My assistants, my supporters who have taken my advice over the years to become self-sustaining farmers are not begging for the jobs of appointment. That's why they think Oluyede supporters are arrogant. Because we talk about those principles all the time. Everybody that is close to me and works with me has to find a second at best. You need to start doing things. So that's what I'm trying to imbibe in Ekiti. There's so much. But the floor that you are sitting on, that you're putting your legs on, are tiles cut from rocks in Ekiti. They are not imported. All of these things that you see there. In actual fact, if you go to the market today, they sell for about 70,000 naira per square meter. But do you know what the Chinese have been doing? They've been cutting these rocks, take them in blocks to China.
Cutting the rocks from here?
From here. I can take you to where they do that. I know where they do that.
In Ekiti?
In Ekiti, the boundary of Ekiti and Akoko. So, what are we talking about? We have very arable land. One of my friends called me today. He's one of those people that we started swagger together, and I said, all right, what are you doing? He said, no, I'm not doing politics now. You know one thing, I just listened to you. I just decided that after all of this swagger business that we're not getting anything, so I went back to home. And I said, I have land, and I've been planting for the past 1 year. So what are you going to do? And I said, no, I'm not going to do politics now. I just want to make money. So I did. And then, look, people do not get it. You don't make money from politics. Whatever money that you get from politics, you spend it back in politics. It is the reality of it.
Because of time, I want to ask the final question, Dr. Oluyede. The PDP came a distant third in the 2022 governorship election. What are the chances that in 2026 the PDP is likely to do better?
Well, it's simple mathematics. The PDP split into two parts. It came second and third because majority of the people that went to SDP to support Chief Segun are actually from PDP. So if you sum the number, those two parties got, SDP and PDP itself, they will have dusted APC. And that's what I'm saying. So I'm hoping that I will be able to be in a position to help rouse the party together, get into unity, and we'll win the elections.
People of the Fountain.